Yo, monster-munchers and underdog stands, strap in. Monster Eater Episode 1 Plus First Look drops you straight into the stinking guts of the Noxious Labyrinth like a rotten herb sack to the face. Meet Rudd, your new favorite ear-rank nobody. This guy's got 0 combat cred, 1 lone skill, Status Abnormality Nullification, and a permanent cloud of Grubby Forager funk that clears every party faster than a dragon's roar. While the rest of the guild chases glory and fat loot, Rudd's scraping by harvesting medicinal herbs in poison-choked dungeons just to eat. Harsh. Yeah. But it's the only gig his immunity skill lets him survive. The episode, and that killer first look teaser, wastes 0 time cranking the tension. Rudd finally snags what looks like a golden ticket. Some slick adventurers hire him as a lowly porter. Hope sparks. Then the labyrinth decides to say, psych. A colossal, slobbering dungeon beast crashes the party, jaws wide open. Instead of a heroic stand, Rudd's shiny new friends shove him forward as literal live bait and nope out at warp speed. Betrayal hits harder than the monster's claws. Left bleeding, abandoned, and out of potions, Rudd staring at a one-way ticket to the respawn screen. Cue the big, taboo-shattering moment that'll have you yelling at your screen. With no other options and his stomach growling louder than the beast, Rudd does the unthinkable. He sinks his teeth into monster flesh. One forbidden bite, and the power fantasy ignites. Skills flood in. Strength surges. The Grubby Forager starts transforming into something way more dangerous. It's raw, grotesque, and weirdly satisfying, like the ultimate eat-your-problems power-up with a side of dark humor. The vibe. Gritty dark fantasy revenge wrapped in adventurous gourmet chaos. Think underdog survival meets what if cooking shows but the ingredients fight back and make you OP. Key players pop off early. Rudd, voiced by Makoto Furukawa, nails that perfect mix of beaten-down everyman and quiet fire just waiting to explode. We also get our first tease of Alicia, Yuki Nakashima, the sharp, no-nonsense presence who's clearly about to complicate Rudd's monster-eating road trip in the best ways. The whole first episode / first look pulses with betrayal-fueled adrenaline, dungeon dread, and that electric, I'm about to break the world, rush. It's happening right in front of you, sweat, blood, and monster juice included. As a light anime, think webtoon panels brought to vivid motion comic life, from Imagica Infos and Imageworks Studio under director Hikaru Sato, Episode 1 Plus First Look looks absolutely mouth-watering. The art style stays fiercely loyal to the source webtoon and light novels. Thick, inky lines, saturated dungeon greens and toxic purples, and monster designs that are equal parts nightmare fuel and strangely appetizing. Those early labyrinth shots? Gorgeous, foggy miasma swirling like living smoke, glowing herbs pulsing against the dark, and the beast fight delivering chunky, impact-heavy animation that makes every claw swipe and desperate dodge feel weighty. The power-up sequence during that first taboo bite is pure chef's kiss. Glowing effects, cracking sound design, and Rudd's eyes lighting up like he just discovered the cheat code to life. Furukawa's voice work sells the desperation to delight transition perfectly, and the whole thing moves with slick panel panning and dynamic zooms that make the webtoon feel alive without losing its comic book soul. Where it could gently level up. Being a light anime format, a couple of the wider action beats lean a touch static compared to a full traditional series. More beautifully animated comic than fluid Sakuga explosion. But honestly, it works for this story. The restraint keeps the focus on Rudd's raw emotions and the gross-out satisfaction of monster munching instead of flashy overkill. No major gripes here, just room for the production to get even hungrier as the season ramps up. Monster Eater Episode 1 Plus First Look left me straight up obsessed. It's the freshest power fantasy hook I've sunk my teeth into in ages, literally turning Eat Your Enemies into a hilarious, visceral, and strangely motivational grind. Rudd's not some overpowered chosen one. He's a smelly, betrayed nobody who decides the rules can choke on his new diet, and that underdog fire is contagious. The humor lands, that stench nickname never gets old, the stakes feel real, and the gourmet fantasy angle promises escalating chaos and skill tree insanity that I'm already craving. What's got me hooked hardest? That perfect blend of brutal survival, dark comedy, and one-bite-at-a-time progression. It respects the source material while teasing a bigger world of labyrinth politics, shady guilds, and whatever wild monsters and allies Rudd's about to devour next. I'm crossing every finger for deeper party dynamics with Alicia, some truly unhinged feast sequences, and animation that keeps leaning harder into those glossy, grotesque details. Bottom line, If you love underdog revenge, monster slaying with a culinary twist, or just want something that feels fresh in the fantasy lane, this is your new obsession. Episode 1 plus First Look is a killer opener that leaves you hungry for more, in the best, most taboo-breaking way possible. Rudd's just getting started, and I'm already all in on the monster menu. Bring on the next course.